Hey, good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's doing great today. This is Bill. I did solo it today. Emily is got her girly stuff today, so I'm by myself. Hey guys, I wanted to bring this up because it seems like that I'm getting questions about this on some of my blogs and some of my social media Facebook about raw foods and healthy foods. And so it seems like more and more people are looking more to change their lifestyle to a more healthy foods, more of raw foods, because of all the research out there on how important uncooked raw foods are for the gut. And a lot of people are seeing that your health needs to start right there at the gut. Of course, you've got to start with changing the type of water you are drinking too, and that's why we do electrolyte reduced water. But it seems like more and more people are starting to catch on that cooking food is causing some issues with the probiotics and digestive enzymes, which is exactly right. So that's good. That's good. You guys are starting to learn. But now, because of most of your lifestyles are busy, and a lot of things can interrupt what you're trying to do, like eat more raw food, stay away from, not going out to eat as much, on and on and on. A lot of you are parents who are both working, so you don't have a whole lot of time when you get home. You got to pick your kids up from school or preschool, and you got to come home and bathe them and get them ready for school the next day. So it doesn't give you guys enough time to really figure out what to cook. And so that's why a lot of people are out there going to fast foods or finding other ways. Well, there seems to be a lot of health coaches out there that are teaching or telling people or teaching people that, there's another way they can go to stay more on a healthy meal plan, and that's by getting involved with pre-packaged or pre-made meals that you can buy at all your health food stores will have it, guys. You can go to Sprouts or Roots or whatever health food store is in your area. You can find a section with a lot of the prepaid packed foods. And, of course, they're more expensive. A lot of them will say GMO or organic and all that good stuff. And so that could, so they're saying, well, that's the cure, or that's the way to do it, because I can buy a week's worth of this pre-packed food and stay healthy. Well, if it was that easy, more and more people would be doing it. But the problem is that those of us that are in the health industry, we understand processed foods. We understand what we do or what happens when you do process foods, and how it actually changes the molecular structure of the food and causes the food to be actually toxic to the body. And those of you that follow me also know that we talk a lot about organic foods, and that people should change over to organic foods. But we also explain that even your organic foods have toxic chemicals on them, like herbicides, pesticides, and many, many more. And so that's why we have the Enagic device, because it's an electrolysis device. Not only does it give us our electrolyte reduced water that we drink daily, but it also gives us 2 medical grade waters, and one of them is a high alkaline, 11.5 high alkaline water that a lot of people use to clean their houses with. And that's what we use to clean our organic fruits and vegetables that we buy, because even your organic fruits and vegetables are going to have pesticides and herbicides on it. Well, when you're going to look into prepackaged meal plans that are supposedly healthy for you, you need to understand and look into it and research it, because what you have to understand is that this is processed food still. It's still being processed. You got to think about this. Did they use some kind of most of the juice stores, or I don't know, I see my wife Emily is on here. I forgot what Nectar and all these juice stores who are selling green juices and fruit smoothies and things. most of them are cleaning their fruits and vegetables with a chemical. And it actually doesn't clean it, because Emily did do an investigation on it and did call a corporate office on a couple of them, on one of them in particular, and come to find out they use a chemical on it to help kill bacteria, but it won't clean the pesticides and herbicides off. And besides, where's those chemicals going into when you're letting them soak for however long? I think it's an hour, 2 or 3 hours, going right into the fruit and vegetables. So guess what? When you're going in there to buy something that's supposed to be healthy, you're actually going to be drinking chemicals that are already in the fruits and vegetables, because that's what they use to kill bacteria with. So that doesn't work. And so what happens here is, guys, is when you're looking at your packages, your prepackaged food that you're buying at a health food store, and there's also online prepackaged food that are supposed to be healthy too, and this goes for them too. That first of all, they do have toxic chemicals on them. Second of all, they're processed, and which means that they will cause some issues with insulin resistance. And furthermore, they got to have something in there to be able to keep them to where they can be put on shelf life, so they don't spoil. You just you just hear what I said. I said that, you guys, think about this. You can't put something that's raw and healthy and that's got pesticides free on a shelf life and expect it to last long enough for someone to buy it. It just doesn't happen. That's why when you go to health food stores or you buy health food or organic foods, they don't last that long if they stay on the shelves too long, because they rot pretty fast. So you got to think about that. The other thing is, you know what? When you take a picture of the ingredients on whatever prepackaged health food meal you're looking at, take a picture of it, and then Google the ingredients. Okay, guys, so that's probably the best indicator that this food is not good for you, because of what's in it, so it doesn't spoil over time. A good example of this is, you guys can go to any public store like Albertson or Stater Brothers, and they have those